writers. So I'm really proud of all of the work you've been doing in Writing Workshop. I've seen a lot of my digital friends turn in work, and I can tell you guys are really working on stretching out those sounds and doing a great job. But I heard somebody in my classroom the other day, and they were trying to write a story, or they were trying to draw about a robot. And they were like, well, it's not in our word wall. It's not a sight word. So where would that child find how to write that word? They could stand by the teacher and wait and say, help me, mommy, can you help me? Or what I want to teach you guys today is that you don't have to wait. There's not always going to be a teacher right beside you, or a list of things that you can write about, or your mom or your dad or your brother or somebody there to help you. Sometimes you're going to have to figure this out on your own. So that's what I want to teach you guys today, that words are tricky and they're really hard right now because we're trying so hard to sound out all of the words. But words don't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be exactly how it's spelled. Sometimes you might hear a sound and I didn't hear it, and so I would write it a certain way, but you might write it another way. So today I want to teach you that it's really important for you to say, I'll just be brave. I'll use everything I know, my name, my friends' names, the alphabet, to spell the best that I can. So if you do that every day, pretty soon you'll be able to write any word in the whole wide world. Isn't that awesome? All right, so let's get started. So writers, I want you guys to help me out because I remember the writing that I was doing last time, and I showed you my bunny. And today I want to add to it, and I want to add a word that might be a little hard, but you guys are going to help me. And remember, I'm older than you guys, so I've been spelling words a long time, so I know a lot more words than you guys do. But I'm going to pretend to be 5 or 6, and I want you guys to help me find how I can describe my bunny as fuzzy. So I wanted to tell everybody that it's fuzzy. So let me show you a trick that you can do to help you guys. So remember, we have our alphabet chart, and I know some of us think that this is just so we can learn the sounds of the letters and what the letters look like. But watch how it helps me actually spell out words. So if I wanted to write fuzzy, and help me sound it out really slow. Fuzzy. Good. So I'm going to try to do just the beginning sound. Now some of you might know that letter, but then you might think, I can't remember what makes the f sound. Well, remember how we were saying our alphabet chart? A, apple. A, acorn. B, bear. Well, it's really helpful to get to know all of the pictures on this chart because I remember fish. Fish makes a f sound, and now I can look right here and know that the letter is F. So I'm going to write the letter F. Now I'm going to keep going. Z. Do you hear another sound in there? I hear I remember letters. Was it window? No. Was it violin? No. Oh, I know. Umbrella. So it's a U. So Z. Well, wouldn't we write the Z? Z. And I know that E makes the E sound, fuzzy E. So I could put that E there. And now I just wrote the word fuzzy. And I used my alphabet chart because I remembered the pictures that I had. So keep practicing using that alphabet chart because that's going to help you sound out tricky words like fuzzy. Wow, writers, this is really hard work. And I think from now on, instead of just hearing that first sound and only writing that one letter, I think now we are ready to start trying to add as many things as we can and sounds that we hear. Use all the tools around you. Use that alphabet chart. You should all have one of these at home. So use that to help you find sounds and letters. Also use, if you have a word wall, you could look at that. Think about your friends' names. I always, when I'm trying to write a really tricky word, and let's say I get to r, and I can't remember this, or I don't have it handy, and I can't remember the ring, but I have a friend named River. And I think of her name, and I know how to spell her name because I write her a letter all the time. And I say, River, River. Oh, that's the R that I write for River. So that helps too, having friends' names. So use all the tools that you have. And I'm going to show you our chart, and we're called Brave Spellers. So this is going to show you what you can do to be a brave speller. So the first thing is, and you see the little girl, she's moving her hands out, and she's stretching out the word fuzz, and she's sounding out fuzz, and trying to get as many letters in there as she can. Let's try to get at least maybe 2 in there. Don't try to do just 1 now. I want you to be brave. And then you start to label. So this little boy's writing the dinosaur, and he's sounding out d-ein, and he's sounding out as many sounds as he can and writing them. And then this is to remind you to use all of the tools that you have. Maybe you have a name chart of all your friends that have different letter names. Maybe you have your ABC chart right in front of you. You could use that. Or maybe you even have a ring of sight words. I know I have sight words right here beside me, and I look at those a lot to help me with words that I can't remember. Because sight words, you don't really have to sound out. It's just something you know in a snap. So I could practice my sight words so I could get those on a page. All right, so we're going to keep remembering those 3 things. Use the tools around you. Write out all the letters you hear and stretch out those sounds as much as you can. Okay? And I can't wait to see all of the work you guys are doing, because every time I see your writing, it grows and grows and grows, and you're getting more and more of the stuff on your page. So keep up the great work, writers, and I will see you soon. Bye.